Let's get it. You already know the ritual.
Cheers.
Boys brunch.
Boys brunch.
We'll add them again.
Add them again.
All right.
Oh, this feels so good.
What did you guys just take a shot of? Let them know.
Tequila. Tequila Espolon.
Tequila.
They're not sponsored by us, by the way, but they should be.
How long have you been drinking tequila? I know this is random right now, but...
So when I think what happened is when I first came to the States, I was drinking scotch.
And you sell out.
I sell out.
You sell out.
I sell out quickly.
This guy sell out like a bitch.
I sell out quickly, dog.
What about you, Pang? What do you normally drink other than tequila?
I'm a Scotch lover.
Scotch, okay. So
I drink tequila from time to time, but I prefer Scotch.
Isn't there a place in Jamaica named Scotchies?
Yeah.
Scotchies, it's still about? Oh, wow, okay, alright.
Here, so the food fall off.
You know what's funny about, sorry, I know we just moved from tequila scotch to jerk, but why? But yo, there's not really good jerk spots in Jamaica nowadays, is there?
Fan chicken, man. The actual place. Kingston jerk.
Like scotches is not great.
I feel like you have to go to the old school spots to try to even have a glimmer of the good ones. So like you have to go Reddy's Road. You have to go Northside Plaza. You have to go here.
Okay.
Certain spots.
Yeah.
Take notes, guys.
Okay.
Well,
yo, Scotches. The last time I went to Scotches, the food tastes like it not seasoned, it not taste right. It is just.
Where's Scotches? Is it on the way to country? Is that the place I'm thinking about?
Or Kingston too.
One day I'll
Kingston as well. Okay. All right, well, another episode. We're going to talk about the topic today. What is the topic today? The topic is going to be red flags. Red flags. Red flags in relationships. Red flags in just dating people. Right? Like, what do you look for when you're in that process of dating someone, and what puts a halt on everything? You know what I'm saying? So, with that said, Kim,
I feel like
welcome to the podcast.
Welcome, thank you. I think we should have done that first.
Welcome to the
Kim,
podcast.
Welcome to the podcast.
Shizu.
Yes, happy to be here.
Lovely to see you. Lovely to see you.
I would like to hear, like, you know what I'm saying, like, your views on red flags. Like, is it something that you're patient with, or do you think that, like, you look for things right away and you just kind of cut the person off?
First of all, pass me that bottle, please.
I think as I've gone older, it's like more things are apparent to you quicker in terms of your likes and dislikes, because you're getting older. You don't really want, you don't have time for waste.
Yeah.
Less time to waste. So things that quickly turn you off, that you know that is not something you can like work with or deal with or be in house with.
The older you get, the more experiences you've had, so you kind of know like what you can work
with. That too, and then also you grow as an individual, as your likes and dislikes have developed over the years. Yeah. But yeah, you learn things. Yeah.
So, what would you say is one of the biggest red flags that you've encountered recently?
I don't know if it's a red. I don't know. A red flag immediately off the bat, lying to me.
Lying.
Like I have literally met women that don't know, like when we getting to know each other, and it's like them lie about what them do for a living. Why?
That's the care about.
Like why? To only find out that I lied.
You're on OnlyFans.
But why?
You know OnlyFans?
But why? Like I didn't understand the why. Like you don't know me. We're getting to know each other. Like why lie off the first go?
Yeah.
So you know that's like.
I don't feel like the OnlyFans girls like shy away from telling you what to do.
So Kim, I think we touched on this on the live.
Did we?
On one of the.
Oh yeah, we did.
Go more into that one.
In terms of what?
that you know.
I have
your friend that it happened to.
Oh. Listen, I have no issues talking about my business. So
we know.
Yeah. It's certain parts of my business though, not everything, because y'all don't know shit about me. Oh. Anyways, met this girl, Lord God. Anyways, met this girl on this, right? She initially told me that she had and I'm gonna say what job. She had job A, right? And I was like, all right, cool. And then we exchanged numbers and exchanged Instagrams. And then when I look at her Instagram, job A is not what on the Instagram. It's a job F, which is fine. I have no issues with job F, but I didn't see the need to tell me that you work at job F. And then when we actually met, go out on a date, because I'm like, I'm not going to write it out. Let me see what you're going, let me ask about this, because I don't know if she lie now. Because she could have 2 jobs and she don't promote the first one. You know? Giving her the benefit of the doubt. And then on the date, she says, yeah, I lied. And I said, but why? What was the point? And it was like some lame ass excuse. I'm like, alright, cool. In my head, I'm like, this not gonna work. It not gonna work. Just this whole everything came back from it. This not gonna work.
If you start off on that foot, there's no way you can really like move on.
Because there was I didn't see the point. You don't know me. I don't know you. Like, it didn't make sense.
I think we even discussed a topic one time where I think I mentioned it doesn't make sense for somebody to be not themselves. You should be yourself. So if you do job A, you shouldn't be saying you're doing job F. Just be truthful, be honest. And that person, you would have liked the person for who them is by telling them have job F. So again,
like
what was the name of that live? That was a live that we did.
I don't remember that.
It was the one where you were trying to be something that you're not.
Right, like fake it till you make it.
Fake it till you make it.
Fake it till you make it.
Check out that live if you haven't seen it yet.
Yeah,
right.
But yeah.
But I guess it's similar to like. It's similar to where if a girl meets a guy and the guy's married and he doesn't wear his ring, and then she finds out he's married by adding him to Instagram. Like, for instance, like, I'm a social being. I wear my ring I don't take off this ring, right? And sometimes I go out and I'm a social being, as I said. I will go, like, even last week Friday, I was at Taco Craft, and I was speaking to some girls were speaking to me, and they're like, so you're married? I'm like, yeah, I'm wearing my ring. If you see me on Instagram, it's very clear that you're gonna see I'm married. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't hide anything. Like, there's like,
you don't hide anything, but dog. So you don't hide anything, but I guess they would say that based on how you interact with them, because you're a very charming person, right?
Oh, thank you.
Okay, but take it with a grain of salt with my next statement.
Oh my God. There we go.
There has to be, like, you're charming and you probably don't recognize or realize because of who you are, just jovial or whatever. Yeah. But if you're talking to a girl, whether in band or not, and you're coming off in that nature, they may read it as different.
Well, but they can read it how they want to read it. It's up to him. So
absolutely, but hold on, but then, because you're going to go into the point in terms of you don't hide nothing, but why are they coming up to the same way, correct?
So hold up, is that a red flag?
What?
If he doesn't realize how charming he is in conversation with random people.
I don't think so.
No, I didn't say that was a red. I didn't say that was a red.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just asking the question.
But I'm saying that if a girl is coming up to you and interacting with you, because you're not like shutting it down instantaneously.
Well, no, you can't talk to me. Oh no, you can't talk to me. I'm married. Sorry.
No, not like that. Not like that. I say,
I've seen a video where a guy was approached by a girl and he was like, yo, I'm married.
Yeah, but it depends on the conversation. Like, this girl was literally talking about, oh, where are you from? And that's normally where most of the conversations come. Start off, I should say. And we just started getting talking. She's like, oh, so why are you here? I was like, oh, well, I'm here because of my wife. I think that's a great reason. And she's like, oh, okay. So normally, as soon as she hears that, even though she's seen the ring, she was like, oh, he's actually married. Like, yeah, duh, I'm wearing a ring. Like,
not necessarily, because enough man wear a ring and don't marry.
Hey, enough girl do that too, you know.
Exactly.
Enough girl do that too, you know.
As well.
Enough girl wear a ring and she ain't even engaged.
I'm not even in a relationship, so I can't speak to it, so I don't understand it, but it happens.
I don't get it. I actually don't get it.
It's because it's a magnet. We talked about this.
Yeah, that's a whole other topic right here.
Yeah.
I have a brethren that used to wear a ring even when he wasn't married.
That's weird.
He's still not married and he does that.
That's
so why do that for?
That's
I don't want to call a name, but the man sitting right here still.
Don't look for me.
He call himself out still. So.
I don't care.
But we don't want too stray from the topic.
Is that a red flag?
What?
Is that? I guess is that a red flag? I don't know.
No, because based on his reasoning, like, it wasn't a red flag to me. You know?
What was his reasoning?
What's the reason?
He's here, so he can tell us.
So in the very beginning, it was work related because I was in very high level meetings.
Okay.
And
so fake it till you make it.
Pretty much. So when you have your ring, it looks like you made your choice.
Oh,
yeah, I get it. I get it.
You know, like me being the youngest person in the room, my word would hold valid.
Yeah.
At the time, and then later on, I just liked the look of it, and I kept it. And then when I had girlfriends at the time, I would just say, hey, I'm practicing. I'm practicing.
Why not laughing though?
Because it sounds a bit capish.
Oh.
No, it don't sound capish to me. It just sound like
Why would I?
Yeah, that's
Why
how
would I, a single man, want to
So yeah.
push away other women?
Because we
And
know.
the ring does nothing.
The magnet.
Me not say because nothing, but like
you should wear a ring.
no, but I feel like the ring is actually is a magnet.
No, it is.
That's what I'm saying, you should wear one then.
Nah, man, I'm good. Don't need a ring.
Wait, what you saying to us?
Don't need a ring.
Oh,
Yeah, go.
I thought you were saying something else.
No, it's a reader.
No. Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're
We
talking about.
literally reached the age where women
Don't care.
look us.
I know that.
Look who? When the
Men.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's
Yeah,
definitely
I know that.
changed.
I know. It don't happen to me, but I know.
Yeah.
It don't happen to me.
There's-
So I think
there's certain thresholds
Yeah.
in age,
That's it.
in men, and their stability, where it becomes you're not really looking for women, they're looking for you. Because you come with all these things. You come with stability, you come with money.
But why is that though,
You come
Steve?
with idea, huh?
Why is that? Is it because of what else is out there?
Yeah, I mean,
So you become rare.
But stability is a very high level thing that people want. You understand?
Yes, I'm saying like,
Providing-
but you become rare if you have stability. Is what I'm saying. Like in this world today, enough man.
Yeah, but in comparison to what is out there, yes. But when a woman looks for a partner, it's way beyond the surface.
Of course.
So a woman might like you because how good of a father you are, how good of a husband you are. Oh, yo, you saw he treated his last girlfriend. I like that. Not all women. I don't want to make a blanket statement. But most women look way past surface of life.
And as older you get, it gets
Yeah.
like them quicker to draw
Yeah.
in terms
You
of
have
what.
to think
Yeah.
about, you have
That's
to
just-
think about the dynamic hundreds of years ago when it came to marriage, you know? Like, your parents weren't marrying you off to, like, the guy who was a farmer next door. Or maybe he was a good farmer, he had a big farm, you know? But they were looking for a suitor that would, come with the dowry
and take care of.
and to take care of, they're going to take care. And I don't think we've ever lost that throughout the hundreds of years and the evolution of man, it's still that. And for some women, some women still value like stability. Can he provide for his house?
Yeah.
If all goes to hell, is he able to handle that situation and spin it around and turn it into a positive?
So I respect this conversation, but this is what if I go and let's say I go to a first date with a girl, and she is going to bring up that topic about stability, money, certain things, that's a red flag for me.
It's a red flag.
So that is where I raise a red flag, because you're not trying to get to know me for who I am first. You're not trying to get on an emotional, intellectual level with me. You lay out certain criterias, and you want to know, okay, is this guy gonna be able to pay my rent? Is this guy gonna be able to do this for me? That I don't care how pretty you are. I don't care.
With 15 minutes left,
It sounds like a conflict between you though.
with 15 minutes left, I'm going to bring up something very controversial. And this is a thought that I've had, and it's been expressed by many other people. Don't marry for love.
Love can't look.
And that's what I'm supposed to bring up.
People marry for stability.
Yeah, but love is a part of it.
Love is us. And you know what's funny? Love is actually smaller than everything else.
Yeah.
You grow to love people
Correct.
when you get married.
True,
You
true,
grow
true,
to
true.
love them more
Yeah.
when
And
you're
some people
married.
grow to love them.
But initially, you're looking for, like, okay, you don't want no waste man. You don't want no waste girl. And it may not sound like to you like, oh, I'm looking for a guy with stability. But
Yeah.
in their head,
But there's
I'm looking for
financial stability and there's emotional stability.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So you got to define stability.
I want both.
Yeah.
I want both too.
I want both.
Yeah, you get one both.
And then, Pam, to your statement prior, I don't know what led up to this first date. I would hope there is multiple conversations, probably not, meet her Thursday, I'm gonna go on Friday, maybe it's a few weeks in discussion. So I think depending on how it's brought up and just how the discussion is, it could be a valid question. Like, what are your views? So we can cut this shit out
early.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you the same thing as well. Is the first date like after several conversations, or you just meet them Wednesday, go Friday?
Yeah, you you have some girls who just the way they broach the topic or bring up the topic, it just turns you off.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's a way.
No, but that's the way.
Time me out, come see you.
Yeah, but that's the way I meant it. You see, like how you would have some city girl type of shit.
Yeah.
Like that type of vibe where, this guy has to be able to do this. He has to be able. That's a red flag.
But you know
for me.
what? On that same topic, like you have to learn how to communicate what you're saying at the same time. Like as a woman, if you're going to bring that to the man that you're dating,
That's true.
Learn how to communicate in a way where the man is.
Right.
Like,
Because maybe a girl could be bringing that off the wrong way where she don't necessarily.
it could be confusing the guy. Like, yo, what are you asking me right now? Like,
Can I ask that question? This may be a red flag to you, gentlemen. All right. I'm afraid to put this back down. Do you consider this a red flag when a woman doesn't listen to you?
Doesn't listen to you?
Yeah, listen in terms of like if you share the emotions and anything there with her.
that just shuts off.
Like
what do you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, like you're having a conversation, you're talking about probably like or this like or something happened, or like something really affected you at work, right? And you want to have an emotional conversation with her,
I should
but
just shut it down.
I should shut it down.
So let me ask you this.
You know, that's a good
How do you,
one. She's-
no, but how do you feel? How do you feel if your friend shut you down from that? If you bring in your emotional day to your best friend, how do you feel about that?
My best friend is a woman.
No, I'm just saying, no matter what your best friend is.
Oh, how would I? Is that shut it down? I would have feel some type
Feels
of way.
that way.
Where are you going with this?
So how you can be married and live with somebody for the rest of your life?
I didn't say
and you
married
can't-
though. No, I didn't say married. I didn't say married. I
Somebody
said-
you're dating?
Dating.
Yeah, it can be. Yeah, it could be. I didn't talk about marriage. Marriage is different. If you're dating,
Oh.
is that a red flag that you're trying to? And probably it's the first time you're trying to probably express yourself to her as well.
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah, you understand? Yeah. Are you? And she shuts it down, like, or don't give you any space to speak, like dismissive, or
Yeah.
not already dismissive. No, just like, all right, babe, da-da-da-da-da, and just brush it to the
I'm
side.
trying to
It
hear
could
it.
be two things, right? It could be one. It could be, is this a repeated complaint? If it's a repeated complaint, then you get to a point, because most men they don't tap into the emotion, and they should. They just find solutions.
Yeah.
I know you're coming to vent to me.
Yeah.
But if you're telling me, yo, you need to make an extra $500, how are you gonna make? I feel like I need this. I'm gonna tell you, hey, all right, there's this, and this that you can do to get extra $500. But she, in that very moment, might need more than that. She might need to be consoled, and this is where it comes in, where you learn your partner.
Yeah.
Right? You learn your partner, but you, majority of the time as a man, you're just trying to find a solution.
But the key is you said partnering and she said dating.
Yeah, but I mean,
What I've learned over the years.
It's just a red flag. This doesn't.
It depends.
Yeah.
It depends. So it's a red flag if you're bringing a valid argument and someone is dismissing that argument. It's not a red flag if this is an everyday occurrence and it's the same thing, and you've given your opinion, you've given your solution, you've given your thoughts on it, you consoled, you've done everything you can about it. At some point, it's just like, okay, you're a complaint, right? And that's what that is. And what I've learned, and this may be controversial,
Yeah.
but what I've learned is that a lot of women don't want solutions.
No. They just want you to hate.
This one do it.
To listen, yeah, man.
Oh,
And when you learn that, you
Yeah.
solve lots of problems once you learn that.
But as you said, men are we're analytical, so we're more solution oriented,
Sometimes fellas just sit back and listen to your girl vent.
No, yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just
But
sit back.
I feel like we still don't really expound on Shizzle's question because she was asking it from a man. So typically, all the attention is paid towards a woman, right?
Yeah, of course.
You're looking out for her best interest, her emotions, how she's feeling on a day-to-day basis. And I feel like women don't really do that to men often, or as often as they should, right? Because you might have an emotional day And the mindset, especially as Caribbean people, you'll be like, yo, you're a man, you're supposed to tough up and you're supposed to deal with your emotions yourself as a man. You're not supposed to be like a girl. But at the same time, you have to remember, is whether you're a man or a woman, you have feelings, you have emotions, and it should be the same on both ends.
Yeah, but I feel like women are more receptive. Like you'll come home in a funk, and your woman will draw that shit out of you until it to the point where it's almost borderline annoying. You know? Like, hey, what's wrong? No, you take off your shoes different. Something's wrong. Something's out. And they know
A good woman.
Yeah, but you the person who you're with. It's a good person, they should know you.
Yeah.
So they'll know when something wrong, and then boy, they're not gonna drag it out of you. And a lot of the times we are hard on ourselves as men because we don't share it.
Definitely.
But the word probably
That's
the
true.
worst day, you don't necessarily want to go on the
Internalize them.
yeah, you just keep it in, but you don't even realize that you're treating her different. You're doing things different. She knows it. So she's gonna say something to you, and she's gonna be borderline annoying.
So hold up. What's it telling me is you're in a relationship and you're going to move forward for years on years and just like internalize things and not talk to your partner.
No, not necessarily, but there are certain things and there's at certain points.
Like what? Do you guys
Like
think it's
when-
like a strain to talk to your girl about this kind of stuff? Like,
No,
you know
but
what?
like-
She doesn't need this.
No,
on
but
her.
like Stefan says, right? Sometimes you come home from work, you've had a rough day at work. Yes, at that particular point, you may not want to necessarily discuss it.
Why?
Probably.
That's the question I'm asking. Why?
Because sometimes you've talked about it so much that you don't want to bring it. One, you don't want to bring it home and like speak about
Stress
it
her
again.
out. You don't want to stress her out.
No, but you're probably you're as an individual, you're probably tired talking about it.
Yeah.
Like it does a lot to you emotionally, mentally that you don't even realize that it's doing. You just want to woosah, and then you probably come back to it when you're at a better space.
Only that, like Stefan said, Caribbean culture.
Men are supposed to be
Men are supposed to be
tough.
Men are supposed to be, yo.
It's not only that. It's not. You know what? Also,
a reel about this just yesterday, where the guy was venting to his girl, and she said, "What wrong with you, Diana?" She called the man Diana.
Just call him my girl.
you know
That's
also.
Why?
You might go like a girl now.
Exactly, and this is why I said it, because it's
That's a red flag.
exactly, that's what I say, it's a red flag.
Huge red flag.
Your partner shouldn't put you in a situation to feel like
Yeah,
you're
like
being
you
a
can't-
woman.
Yeah, you can't.
You know what I'm saying? Like
That's a huge red
that's a red flag. Like
That's
you
a
have to
huge
choose your partner correctly. That's true.
But you said Jamaican culture, Jamaican men, Caribbean men.
Do you think it's?
But also, it's on the woman's side as well. Like we are also sure that we have to stop it out. Like we have to go through things and just
Really?
Well, I can speak for myself. I not speak for all of them.
Yeah, but a lot of women feel that way.
Exactly.
Like I need
Yeah.
to prove my worth.
Exactly.
True.
Okay.
Like, and you have to figure it out.
Yeah.
You know, it's also there's also
Where do you think that comes from, though?
the Jamaican culture.
You did
For women?
I don't think it's
Caribbean
It's culture in general.
Caribbean culture.
I think it's any culture outside of the American culture. So at one point, the American woman was stay at home, take care. They had that. That was the thing. And then that switched. Women became more independent. They started becoming bosses. They started becoming CEOs. And I think the American culture kind of fell away from that whole, expectation of women to
Stay at home, mom.
stay at home and take care of the kids and stuff like that. But every other country still has that principle. Tell me if you could be with a Spanish girl, you go to her mom's house, and you go fix your own plate.
Not true. That's not happening. That's not happening.
Tell me if you can go to a Jamaican house, and you go try to go fix your girl's mom's house and try to go fix your own plate. She gonna be like,
Yeah, and them look. Exactly.
you know, Sarah girls, man.
Exactly.
You know,
That's very true.
That's true.
So I just said that to say that women are also like not said in so outspoken said they must figure it out, but they are led to figure it out as well.
But I feel like a woman is more likely to bring a concern to you
Yeah.
versus a man.
No, for sure. I will say that men
That's true.
get
It's
it.
terrible.
Yeah,
Terrible.
men get it much more in that space in terms of if they're one emoting or showing some kind of sensitive nature or anything absurd. I don't think that you should be called out a name or called another name because you can fucking feel.
Of course we can.
So yeah.
I have a question for you still, like, in society today, right? Based on your experiences, what red flags can you say were easily ignored?
We're easily ignored.
Yeah, because you know what leads to a toxic relationship, right? It usually is a red flag that was ignored. You see me? And then them continue on with the relationship.
Well, I guess the question is, why do relationships end? What's the
Possessiveness.
So possessiveness is one.
Possessiveness is a red flag that's ignored because some people think it's cute.
It's cute.
Yeah, but girls like it.
Yeah.
To a point.
Yeah.
When it becomes crazy,
They like even more.
What are you talking about?
Bro, come on.
this guy right now.
I know, right? Well,
But you won't like it.
what are we talking about? Explain.
What I'm saying is that
Tell me
girls.
right now if Danzy that's
No. I'm not saying dancing. There are some girls that love the craziness, right?
And there's some men that like the craziness too.
Exactly. I know. I'm saying both sexes love the craziness. I'm saying
Yeah, but there's
the craziness is not necessarily a red flag. It's something that keeps them.
Both of those are red flags to me.
For you, that's what I'm saying. For you, but I'm saying there are other girls that like it when they like it when their men hits them. They feel like, yo, like there's girls out there.
We discussed this recently.
Yeah, there are girls out there that like that type of craziness.
But that's coming from like some form of trauma though. Like they may forget over the trauma to heal themselves, and
And I always
that's
say,
different.
if you're not comfortable telling your parents something, then, I mean, outside of the bedroom, if you're not comfortable telling your parents something, then you have to literally look at yourself and say, is this something good? Is this something I'm proud of? Is this something even society? You have to ask yourself that. But I feel like on your topic here, it's a red flag. For me, it's argument chemistry. Like you have people who they need to address things on the spot, which is fine, and is more so how you say something versus what you say. Like how can we come to a resolve without disrespecting the other person? Because you love me, I need more than love, I need your respect, I need your devotion. So if you're gonna give me all of that, you have to respect me in the same breath. And I know how to talk to you a certain way. So I prefer if you don't talk to me a certain way. And you have some people who do it and then like in 2 days, yo, I'm sorry for what I did, I'm sorry about what I said, that I didn't mean it, I was going to do it. But
And that has to be a rarity. That cannot be a consistency.
yeah, but even if it's a rarity, you have to see some progress. There has to be, you have to learn.
Yeah.
You know? Like you have a butt heads.
And also, as you said, with what do you call it? Argument what?
Argument chemistry.
Argument chemistry.
Yeah.
Also, in a case where if you are not ready to talk about it, they should be able to understand that, yo, you need space and time. Yeah.
We spoke about that in the previous
Yeah.
slide.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, like some days you have to do what you don't want to do.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Like this one time I may have to discuss it with you now.
Yeah.
And the next time you may have to wait.
Yeah.
You know, stuff like-
Yeah, that's
The
true.
more they grow and they just understand how each other are. So like kind of vex her one day, we vex her one day, but when I talk you out of your name.
Yeah.
Like when you say one of Shelly what?
What?
What the girl say? The girl said to the man when the man face it upset.
Oh, Diana.
I'm
Diana.
like, who Sharif?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Diana
Basically calling him a girl.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Acting like a little girl.
with that said, right, we're gonna wrap it up with one question. No?
No. Why are you trying to end this?
I thought we're,
No.
running out of time. Okay, if we have time, we're good.
Keep it rolling. Keep it
All right,
rolling.
cool. All right, so I'm going to ask you guys this question then, regardless. Mommy, Danzy, you have to give them a pass, right? I want to know a red flag situation that literally like turned you off from someone and you just had to move forward. Like, yo, I can't do this anymore.
Move forward as it away from the relationship.
Yeah, like, can you recall something like that? Kim, you as well. So
wait, a relationship or dating?
let's date.
Can us give a situation where dating?
My dating, what about? So Lies was yours.
Yeah.
You guys have any? Can you guys even remember that far back?
Yeah, constant arguing. Constant arguing on our dating.
My past relationship was very toxic, so there was a lot of back and forth. So that it just went to that red flag stage where it was irreversible. Yeah. But it took a long time to get to that stage.
But what causes these arguments? So is it like a miscommunication? Is it just like, what is it?
Everything.
Bro, everyday things and everything is a problem on both ends, and it's just constant argument, bickering. Sometimes for no reason, sometimes for big reasons. You know. I won't really expound on certain things, but yeah, fair.
And it's normally trivial things, to be honest, you know?
Yeah.
Things, if you look back on it, you're like, oh, why were we arguing about this?
You know what I've found when it comes to men? What's most important to us is bitterness.
Don't.
Is probably the highest thing on our level. No man wants to come home every day and it's no man wants that. And that, to me, is probably the biggest relationship right there.
But it's true because when men choose them girl, you know, them already know, say, yo, this is the one, like this girl.
Yeah.
She can be it.
Yeah.
So if she bring peace on top of that,
right now.
She's supposed to be peace.
Look,
I'm just saying, like,
your home is supposed to be a haven, bro.
Yeah.
So if you have a significant other and you and that person alone live, there's no way you should have a hard day at work or school or whatever, and then you come home to a next stressing situation.
Yes.
You know? You're supposed to come home and say, yo, babe, I had the worst day, and you're able to de-stress, relax, talk about it. Yeah, whatever.
She rubs your shoulders.
Exactly.
I just mentioned, say, we're not doing this back to her.
Yeah, but you do it back, of course. You know what I'm saying? You do the same thing for your wife, for your queen.
Exactly. It's reciprocated, yeah.
Not true.
Yeah.
You guys sound like some grown-ass people, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Very responsible adults.
This boys brunch podcast.
We've lived long enough. You know, we're all in our 30s.
We've been through it.
And we've been through it. And it took some time, and a lot of people in their 20s don't realize that, especially for guys, that's the thing. That little thing right there makes such a difference in a relationship. And you can really deal with a lot of other things if you have the peace.
Yeah.
You're willing to tolerate a lot more things if you have the peace, you know? So.
But, you know, you said something about age, right? And I was speaking to some people the other day, and they were like, yo, and they're older people, and they said the dating pool at their age is rough. And I'm thinking, it was funny because I was speaking to the person, and they were saying, I think they were in their 40s, and they're saying they wouldn't speak to any of my friends because my friends are of my age. They're 38, 37, 36. So I'm like, well, you've already put a blocker on yourself, you know? And what I go to say on you, were speaking about age, Stu, is that even though we've experienced a lot of stuff, there are still men our age that are still mentally in their 20s, you know what I'm saying? So I have to bear that in mind. Even though they've gone through certain stuff, they still haven't necessarily found the one that's for them.
And I think that comes with experience. I think they haven't experienced the right thing to know what the wrong thing is. If you keep experiencing the wrong thing, you start believing that's the
actual thing.
Yeah. And you learn that in every single part. Like the couple of podcasts ago, when we spoke about the first love, and how different that thing is.
Yeah,
make you even question did I even love this person?
I was thinking about that. Post that podcast.
But we also spoke about like if you had a good relationship, how that like messes up the future, because it doesn't mess anything up. It actually just kind of makes you more callous to like the nonsense. You're not really dealing with it.
Because you know
what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly.
You know what works.
There's a meme that I read recently, and this one actually relates more to your self growth, and it was like, certain people are in your life for you to realize what would happen to you if you stopped trying or you stopped trying to achieve.
Yeah.
No, they've not achieved anything in their life, and they're good with that, and that's a reminder to you to achieve more. That also goes with relationships. Certain people came into your life to realize, so that you can realize what's wrong, and what you don't like, and what you shouldn't ever tolerate.
Yeah.
And I was saying that every person for a season.
That's the key part. What you need to work on.
Every reason for a season, or every person is like a season.
Yeah.
So then they come and
think
go.
a lot of people fail to hold themselves accountable.
Oh yeah.
True.
So you had a role to play in that failure.
In that failure. Yeah.
You know, even if it was you didn't want to listen because she was complaining too much. You know, or you're not having the discussion, an honest discussion with themselves. Because a lot of us lie to ourselves. We do.
But it's funny. It's funny you say that because I want to know if like lack of accountability is a red flag. Because I hear about it all the time.
Yeah. And it may sound bad, and people forgive me, I see it a lot more with women when there's infidelity. Like a man will just cheat, and he'll cheat, and he'll say he's sorry. A woman will cheat and say, oh, the man wasn't doing this, but this guy was doing this, so I stepped up. Nah, they cheated. And I'm sure of the rest of it.
Yeah, that's another topic.
You made a decision.
Yeah.
You know?
That's a tough one.
Just like I made one. I don't care about the rationale. I made one. Don't blame that on me. Because I was wrong.
When I get bone and I get backbone, I don't know that call it bone for bone.
You talk about that the other night as well?
Accountability.
What? In terms of girls giving bun?
Big red.
Yeah, bun.
Oh.
I mean,
And cheese.
Yeah, you say you can't take no bun.
No, I can't take no. So if you cheat on me, it's better to do as me.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know what I'll do in that situation.
What I want to know is like how many people have had, you know what I'm saying, cheating in their relationship and it just went on to be a successful relationship. Maybe that happened 20 years ago and you guys are good.
With many relationships.
Yeah.
But like successful
Older relationships.
Successful?
Yeah, older relationships.
Because I've seen older people where, you know, them get bun or whatever and it's like them stick it out. But it's like,
Yeah, exactly. You don't have outside picnic in your family?
but like happy.
I have a lot. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey.
I have a lot.
Can't even talk, boy.
That's a whole nother topic right there.
Yeah, that's a whole other topic.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We'll touch on that later.
As we.
But hey, you have
As
to,
we
you have to
proceed.
really be a strong person.
Oh, absolutely, I think so. And also, back in the days, are different.
Yeah, it's a different situation, right?
Today's
A lot of
Unfortunate, no, like we see people as replaceable.
Yeah.
It's terrible. It's a terrible thing, but we have the options that they didn't have.
Boy, red flags, sometimes they can be subjective, but what I will say is like, if you're a person of growth and you're dating someone that isn't really showing you a sign of like being able to grow or is willing to do that, that's a red flag.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If the person is willing to grow and you can see that, sometimes you just have to be patient. Right? So,
Good point.
with that said, another good life. I mean, another good
I just want
podcast.
to say before you close it out, your current position doesn't necessarily mean that's where you're going to end up.
Yes.
And that's what you need to know about relationships as well.
Facts. So that actually goes into the point I was trying to make. The person is showing a sign of growth, right? So where they are today is not where they're going to be next year.
Yeah.
It's not where they're going to be the year after that. So work with them. And that's why I said patient.
Not even growth, just ambition.
Yeah, exactly.
Ambition.
Person have to be ambitious and,
Facts.
show a certain level of ambition, you know.
Ambitious and execution, because you can be ambitious as fuck, but if you don't do anything with it, then
Yes, but you're not gonna know if them are gonna execute right away.
Yeah.
No,
So
true.
if you ever think it, right.
Sure.
You have to give the person the benefit of the doubt, and if you see time pass and that person don't execute on them ambitious nature, then you make another
Yeah.
decision at that point.
Facts. 100%. Well, another good podcast.
Was it?
Yeah, man, I think so.
Yeah, I think that's
We
right.
made some good points.
No, it was a good topic though. It was a good topic.
Definitely gonna go up.
It was a
Facts.
good topic, yeah.
I think that's what I was going with this one.
Yeah.
Not even know how long it's gone.
Oh,
Like,
it's cut? I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm still
It's
talking.
been done.
I'm still talking.
When we said no, that was it was already done.
Oh.
Was it?
I was like, no, it put 1 minute of long time.
Yeah, but we're still rolling now. We're
You
still
know what I'm
rolling.
saying? I mean,
Anyways, I hope you guys got something from this podcast. You know what I'm saying? Try to drop some gems for you guys. The young man them, pay attention to the girl that you're dating. Women, same thing. You see me? Man them.
know your worth. Ladies, know your worth. All right, that's all I gotta say for you.
Facts.
If
Do
you
not cheat.
yeah, black men don't
Black
cheat.
men
anyway.
don't cheat.
But in terms of socials, follow us on Boys Brunch Inc. on Instagram. We're now on Spotify, Amazon Music actually, Apple Podcasts,
YouTube, subscribe.
and YouTube.
Wait,
So,
I have one last point.
you're kidding
If
me,
you're
bro.
seeing these red flags and you choose to stick it out, just know, say,
It's on you.
yeah, it's on you whenever your future has changed, right?
It's on you.
Remember that. You see me? So that's it. Tapping out.
Alright.
Bless up.
Red flag.